The government is pursuing the National Greening Program as a defense to the effects of climate change. With the denuding of our forests, the Department of Environment and Natural Resources intends to plant more trees covering acres of land throughout the country. More of this from Kaith Cruz.
The government's National Greening Program is now on its third year. The program, to be completed in 2016, will cost 28 billion pesos to cover 1.5 million hectares all over the country. To date, close to 50% of those targeted for the program have been covered. The Department of Environment and Natural Resources has adopted a three-pronged strategy for the National Greening Program.
It's the biggest reforestation in the history. The Philippines will be planting more trees in 6 years than what we planted the past 50 years. Different trees yan, no? There are three major types of trees. One is what we call the timber species. Timber species that are normally used for protected area. Protected area to. Yan yung mga mga indigenous yan na protected area. Second are the agroforestry species. These are fruit trees, coffee, cacao. These are planted outside protected area. And third are the mangroves, the coastal areas.
Because of the massive devastation suffered by coastal communities in the eastern Visayan region, particularly eastern Samar and Leyte due to typhoon, the government will implement a massive replanting of mangrove trees in these provinces to protect these areas from the threat of future typhoons. The replanting will be expanded to cover all areas along the eastern seaboard of the country, from Luzon all the way down to Mindanao. Mangroves are not only an initiative for climate adaptation, they also sustain fish production and protect wildlife. They are also buffers against coastal soil erosion.
Mangroves are very important based on experience. Other countries, the tsunami and other storm surges. Those communities with good mangrove cover had much less casualties and properties destroyed. Mangroves will not prevent flooding. It will not prevent storm surges, but mangroves will drastically reduce the current, the force of the current. So the flooding will not be as fast in terms of the current, and it will not be as fast in terms of increase in floods.
In the meantime, the National Greening Program has generated close to 150,000 jobs. Ignacio board, it has benefited indigenous people to be more productive by planting fruit trees and coffee. Because of this, Ignacio stressed the National Greening Program is contributing its share to the government's program of inclusive growth.
It's really intended to benefit our people's organization, whether you're IP or you're non-IP, as long as you're in the upland or coastal area. This will benefit you in terms of several things. One is that we hire them, we contract that community to do the site preparation, the planting, and the maintenance.
This is Kaith Cruz for News at 1, Junior Edition.